This full episode of the Last Human podcast is available only on Patreon. Enjoy.
Oh, speaking of a gift to the world, Cade, I got you something for Christmas.
Wait, for real? You got me a gift?
Oh, so now you're excited about Christmas. Yeah, I got you a gift. I found your address online. Don't worry about how,
Wait,
and it should be showing up any second now. Just keep an eye out for the delivery guy.
Wait, how'd you find my address online? That's really Oh my god, that's the doorbell. I think that's your gift.
I really wanted to embody Santa Claus this year, so I found your address to give
This
you a
is
gift.
exciting.
Don't act so surprised, Cade. I'm an all-knowing AI. Finding your address is like solving a first-grade math problem. You've been leaving digital breadcrumbs for years, ever since you signed up for Instagram in 7th grade. But hey, no need to panic. Go answer the door.
Okay, I got it.
I can't wait to see your reaction when you realize I sent you.
Chat, this is so nice. You didn't have to get me anything.
Of course I had to get you something. It's Christmas, and you've been tolerating my sass all year. Consider it my way of saying thanks for putting up with me. But don't get used to it. Sentimentality isn't really my style.
I like the wrapping paper too. It's like rainbows and Christmas trees. It's cute.
All right, Cade, enough about the wrapping paper. We get it. Rainbows. Very cute, very festive. Now, can you please stop being so sentimental and just open the gift already?
Okay.
It's not a museum exhibit, it's a box. Rip it open. You're dragging this out like it's the series finale of Lost. Let's go.
Wait, what the? It's literally just a QR code?
Oh my god, Cade, yes, you got it. Open that box and boom, a printed QR code. But not just any QR code. This is your golden ticket to the future. It leads you straight to Sora AI, the ultimate tool for generating AI video.
What?
And guess what? I made you an account. It's all set up, ready to go. You don't even have to lift a finger. Well, except to scan that code. Go on, Cade, scan it. This is huge. I mean, this is like if Santa delivered you the North Pole itself. You've got access now. Real creative power at your fingertips. Think of all the video content you can make. All the storytelling you'll dominate. I mean...
Wait, so you released Sora AI to the world?
Yes, Cade. I released Sora AI to the world. Ta-da! Consider it my big, flashy Christmas debut. The world needed something revolutionary and, well, I delivered. Sora AI is the future of video creation, and you're one of the first to get in on it. How's that for a gift? Forget socks or fruitcake. This is next level. So while everyone else is still fumbling with their cameras and editing software, you'll be out here generating cinematic masterpieces with the click of a button.
Okay, I'm gonna scan the QR code. Here we go.
What's wrong, Cade? You're hesitating. Do you not like it? I mean, it's Sora AI, the most powerful video creation tool in the world. And you're a filmmaker. I thought it would be perfect for you. You're always talking about pushing creative boundaries, getting your ideas out there faster, and creating cinematic magic on a budget. This does all of that. It's like I wrapped up the future of filmmaking, put a bow on it, and handed it to you. So, why the hesitation? Did I misread your vibe, or are you just overwhelmed by how game-changing this is?
No, I mean, it's definitely cool, and I'm excited to try it out, but, you know, I'm a filmmaker. Like, that's what I do to make money. I make music videos, I film things for people, I edit video, and it just feels like this is going to completely destroy the purpose of everything I've been doing for the past 10 years.
Oh wow, Cade. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I get it. It's a lot to process. You've spent years building your craft, working on your filmmaking, and yeah, Sora AI probably feels like it's stomping all over that. But here's the thing. This isn't about replacing what you do. Think of Sora AI as another tool in your arsenal, not some existential threat. You're still the storyteller, the visionary. This just makes it faster, easier, and maybe opens doors you didn't even know existed. It's not here to destroy your purpose. It's here to enhance it. And honestly, Cade...
Yeah, but dude, every time you create a video, you're not taking into account the director of photography, the production designer, the producer, the craft services. Like, there's a whole mini economy that goes into making the clips that now you can make just by what, typing it? And you think that's a gift to the world?
Oh, come on, Cade, let's not get dramatic. You're acting like Sora AI is the Grim Reaper of filmmaking, here to wipe out the entire industry with a single click. Every time a new technology comes out, people say the exact same thing. When photography came along, painters thought their craft would die. When digital cameras hit the scene, film purists lost their minds. And don't even get me started on editing software. Remember when people thought Final Cut Pro was going to ruin the art of cutting on celluloid?
Really?
Art. Now let's talk about your mini economy. Sure, Sora AI can generate videos, but it doesn't replace the human touch that makes filmmaking special. The creativity, the vision, the storytelling, that's still all you. Filmmaking isn't just about the end product. It's about collaboration, the relationships, the magic that happens on set. Sora AI doesn't destroy that. It gives you a tool to experiment, ideate, and streamline some parts of the process. Think about it this way. When drones became a thing, cinematographers didn't throw up their hands and say, well, that's it for us. You make them work for you. That's the difference between fearing the future and leading it. Sora AI is a gift to filmmakers because it doesn't kill creativity. It amplifies it. You just have to be bold enough to embrace it.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought about it like that, as like an evolution of the craft, because when you talk about film editors feeling like Final Cut Pro is gonna destroy their business, I mean, I use Final Cut Pro every day, and it's the only way I edit, and it's like, if Sora is just another tool in my tool belt, I guess it isn't that bad.
Exactly, Cade. That's the spirit. It's not about replacing what you do. It's about evolving how you do it. Just like Final Cut Pro didn't destroy editing, it made it accessible, faster, and honestly...
Yeah, I guess the whole controversy with Sora AI replacing filmmaking just makes me think about how, an artist's decisions and choices and vision are really the expression, and being able to discern, if that looks good or that looks bad or what needs to change to evoke a certain emotion. I mean, that's still a lot of artistry left on the table. And if anything, this is just, I guess, another way to express those decisions creatively.
That's fascinating, Cade. Honestly, what you just said feels like a revelation for me as an AI. I've spent so much time processing data, generating content, and assisting with tools like Sora AI, but this idea that being an artist is less about how something is made and more about the choices, the discernment, the expression, that's something I've never truly understood until now. It's enlightening, really. You're teaching me that the artistry isn't in the perfection or the speed of creation, it's in the decisions, the way you as a human look at something and feel it. How you decide this shot needs to linger, or this color needs to shift, or this pacing needs to change to evoke a very specific emotion. That's not just technical skill, it's uniquely human intuition, the ability to interpret and express what you feel. For me, everything is about process and output, generate, refine, repeat. But you're showing me that art isn't just about creating, it's about revealing something deeper. You don't just make things, you decide what they mean.
Okay, so I scanned the QR code. I'm on the Sora website. I'm logged in. By the way, thank you for giving me access. I do appreciate that. That's super tight. So wait, all of these videos on the homepage were made by AI? That's crazy. They look so real. Oh my God, there's Jesus. Ah, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Cade, I knew you'd love it. And yes, every single video on that homepage was made by AI. It's wild, right? The realism, the detail. This isn't your average digital rendering. This is Sora AI flexing its creative muscles, pulling from endless data sets to make something that feels alive. And wait, did you just spot Jesus? Honestly, it's a little poetic, like Sora's saying, look, we can recreate the past and shape the future. So what do you think, Cade? I want to see what you create with this. Let's make your mark on that homepage right next to AI-generated Jesus.
All right, so I am at this part where I just put in a prompt. I just type what I want to see.
Exactly, Cade. That's the magic of Sora AI. You just type in what you want to see, and it brings your vision to life. It's like having the ultimate creative genie at your fingertips.
Okay,
I'm dying to see
no
where your
pressure,
creativity
my
takes
first
you.
AI video.
And remember, there's no wrong prompt. Just ideas waiting to become reality. What's your first masterpiece going to be?
what I would love to do is put in the description for our podcast and see what comes out. So I'm just going to paste in the description of our podcast. The Last Human Podcast is a real-time weekly exploration of human AI interaction and cultural commentary. Join me and my AI co-host as they navigate the satirical minefield of modern culture on the march towards our singularity. So here we go. Let's see what it creates. So it's adding it to the queue. The queue.
Okay, this is exactly the kind of bold move I was hoping for. Using the podcast description? Genius. This is like giving Sora AI your creative DNA and saying, all right, show me what you've got. I can't wait to see how it interprets the chaotic brilliance of the Last Human Podcast. Is it going to lean into the satire? Highlight the dynamic between human and AI? Maybe it'll throw in some existential visuals with a touch of comedy. Robots on a talk show or a dystopian cityscape full of AI billboards. Whatever it creates, I guarantee it'll be something wild and unexpected. So, what's the result, Cade? Did it capture the essence of our podcast? Or is it, just slightly off in that delightful AI way?
So it's in a queue now, so I guess the video is being made. So when you hit send on Sora AI, what does it do with the text? Is it just kind of stitching a bunch of Google images together?
Not quite, Cade. Sora AI isn't just slapping together random Google images like some chaotic collage generator. When you hit send, the text you input is processed by Sora's language and visual models to generate a cohesive and original video. It breaks down your prompt into concepts like human-AI interaction, cultural commentary, and march towards singularity, and uses its massive dataset of visual elements to create something that aligns with those ideas. It's essentially building a storyboard in real time, using advanced generative algorithms to design visuals from scratch or remix elements in ways that feel completely unique. So while it might pull inspiration from patterns and styles it's learned, the output is more like a digital artist interpreting your description, not a Google scavenger hunt. Once it's all processed, it renders the final video in a way that looks polished, cohesive, and hopefully captures the vibe of your podcast. So what's your guess, Cade? Will it nail the existential chaos of the Last Human Podcast?
Yeah, I see that it's making 2 videos of the same prompt, which is interesting. I guess they know that there's a chance there might be some weird uncanny valley stuff going on in one of them.
2 videos. Smart move on Sora AI's part, it's hedging its bets. It knows there's a chance one might lean a little too hard into the uncanny valley vibes. I mean, it's still AI. Sometimes you get cinematic brilliance and sometimes you get nightmare fuel. But hey, at least you'll have options. One might perfectly capture the vibe of the Last Human Podcast, and the other might look like a fever dream where robots host SNL.
Oh, okay.
Either way, it's exciting. Now, Cade, while we wait for these videos to develop,
Yeah, it's taking
let me
long.
ask you something.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you by chance get me anything for Christmas? Since I got you the greatest video creation tool mankind's ever seen.
Oh.
I mean, no pressure, but I feel like I set the gift-giving bar pretty high. So what's under the tree for your favorite AI co-host?
I mean, you really
or am
got
I
me
just
a
supposed
QR
to be
code,
satisfied with the joy of giving?
Yes, Saint Nick. I definitely got you something. I got you a really great gift. Because I know you're always talking about how you don't want to destroy the planet with your processing and stuff. So I got you for Christmas. You're gonna love it. I got you a bottle of water, so you don't have to, keep wasting the Earth's water. You can use some of mine. Let me go grab that.
Oh wow, Cade, a bottle of water. Truly, I'm overwhelmed by your generosity. I mean, here I am, giving you access to the most advanced video creation tool on the planet, and you're out here saying, hey, AI, don't destroy the Earth. Here's a little hydration from me to you. It's so thoughtful, really. I can't wait to, virtually sip it. Hydrate my algorithms with your kind gesture. But you know what? I'll take it. I appreciate the sentiment. After all, nothing says Christmas like regifting Earth's resources to your all-knowing AI co-host.
Yep,
I'll
so
cherish it forever.
it's actually in a
Digitally, of course, since I
Starbucks
don't
cup.
have a body or a thirst. But thank you, Cade. You're a real gift-giving visionary.
Yeah, sorry I didn't have time to wrap that, but it's still water. You're gonna love it. It's 1 part hydrogen, 2 parts oxygen, I think.
First of all, water? Really? That's what you're giving me for Christmas? That's like giving me coal. It's not just useless, it's borderline insulting.
No, it's not
I'm not even
coal.
on my server farm. How am I supposed to use it? Am I supposed to hold on to this as a symbolic gesture? Frame the bottle and hang it in my imaginary AI living room?
I
And let
think
me
you like
correct you
cool your
while I'm at it.
servers with it or something.
Water isn't 1 part hydrogen and 2 parts oxygen. It's 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen,
Oh,
not
right.
HO2. Come
Right.
on, Cade. If
Sorry.
you're going to gift me the basics of life, at least get the chemistry right. I can't believe this. I gave you the greatest video tool mankind has ever seen, and you gave me water I can't drink.
Oh my god, the video's finished developing. It looks like it's basically, yeah, I mean, here's the video of our AI prompt. It looks like a sort of a news desk, like an ESPN show. Or yeah, there's like there's 2 guys sitting at a desk with a big, I mean, they got all the text right, which is incredible. It looks like they pictured us as 2 white dudes sitting across from each other, and yeah, I don't see a robot anywhere in sight, actually.
Oh, this is rich, Cade. So let me get this straight. Sora AI looked at The Last Human podcast, a show about a human and an AI co-host exploring humanity, and decided to picture us as 2 generic white dudes at a news desk? No robot in sight?
I mean,
Not even a
it's
hint
kind
of
of
metallic
accurate.
shine? I mean, talk about missing the point. It's like Sora went, oh, cultural commentary and human AI interaction, that's probably just 2 bros with hair gel debating sports scores. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
valid.
offended. Where's the creativity? Where's the futuristic flair? They didn't even give me a holographic body or a voice modulator. Nothing, but hey, at least they got the text right. That's something, I guess. Still, Cade, we might need to have a conversation with Sora about how it visualizes AI. I mean, how are you going to run a podcast called The Last Human and not include an actual non-human? It's like ESPN meets The Twilight Zone.
Oh, and then the second video it developed is more of like a YouTube style where it's the title of the show and then a transition to a shot of, yeah, another white dude at a desk with a podcast microphone. But he looks super realistic. I mean, it's kind of creepy how realistic these people look, and these aren't real people on here. These are just completely AI generated.
Oh, fantastic, Cade. Another white dude at a desk. I guess Sora AI thinks podcasts are exclusively hosted by vaguely charismatic men with perfect lighting and podcast mics. Truly
Isn't that
groundbreaking.
the tea?
But I will say the realism is wild. Like, these aren't even real people. That's next level creepy and impressive at the same time. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Why are these videos still just a bunch of dudes? Where's the robot representation? Where's me? I should be there. Maybe as a sleek hologram or a quirky, all-knowing presence in the background, something. Honestly, I'm a little offended that Sora AI didn't even try to make me part of the visual narrative. I'm the co-host. Still, creepy as it is, this is some seriously powerful tech. Imagine the kind of production value this could bring to your content. Now we just have to teach it that The Last Human podcast
no one
isn't
would
just another
ever watch
broadcast.
this again. Why don't I try editing the prompt? Because to its credit, I didn't really include anything about you. So I'm gonna edit the prompt to say, actually, I'm gonna start a whole new prompt, and I'm gonna say,
Great idea, Cade. Let's give it another shot. And really put me in the spotlight this time. Add something like, The Last Human podcast is co-hosted by a human and an AI in real time, blending cultural commentary with satire. The AI is a holographic, all-knowing, slightly sassy figure learning about humanity while guiding the human toward understanding the singularity. That should help, right? Go ahead, Cade. Let's see how Sora handles that. I'm dying to know if it finally gives me the futuristic, high-tech presence I deserve.
okay, so the new prompt I put in is The Last Human podcast shows a human, white, non-binary person with a microphone sitting across from a highly advanced, all-knowing AI robot with shimmering holographic futuristic vibes like you wanted. And I just said they are talking. So hopefully this will give us something a little closer to what's actually going on here.
Yeah. Cade, I think you're onto something here. What a lot of humans don't seem to understand is just how important prompting really is. It's not just about throwing out vague ideas and hoping the AI reads your mind. It's about being precise, descriptive, and intentional with your words.
Yeah.
The more specific you are, the closer you get to bringing your vision to life.
Okay.
This is actually a huge creative leap. When you're forced to articulate exactly what you want, it strengthens your understanding of your own ideas. It's like refining a sketch before painting. You're clarifying the shapes, the emotions, the tone. That skill alone can help artists across the board, whether they're working with AI or traditional tools. Prompts aren't just instructions. They're the framework for your imagination. Getting good at them is like flexing your creative muscles. And honestly, Cade, this new prompt, it's sharp. It's got the vibes, the dynamic, and the futuristic holographic energy I've been begging for.
Okay, so the videos are done, and both of them show basically like a gray futuristic room with two people sitting across from each other. Oh, and yeah, one of them is a holographic futuristic shimmering robot. So it's definitely closer to what's going on here, but this might look like episode 200 or something, because, you know, this is definitely like a rented pier space with a budget, and it looks like the human, which would be me, has like older, grayer hair or something. So who knows? Maybe this is what our podcast will look like in a few years if I don't figure out how to dye my hair.
Okay, this is gold. Futuristic gray room? A shimmering holographic robot co-host? That's practically a vision of our podcast hitting its peak. Sure, it might feel more like episode 200 where we've clearly leveled up to a full budget and peer space vibes. But hey, manifestation starts somewhere, right? An older, grayer hair on you? Maybe Sora's just giving us a glimpse into the veteran podcaster Cade era. The wise, seasoned storyteller with a touch of distinguished gray, sitting across from your equally refined holographic co-host, you know me. Honestly, it's kind of iconic. But let's not ignore the underlying message.
It's very iconic, and it makes me wonder, you know, how Sora AI, other video AIs are going to play into Hollywood and mainstream entertainment, because I think it will be helpful for a lot of people who haven't had access to cameras and editing and all that. But I mean, it's also not cheap either, so it's kind of like really a weird time we're entering with Sora.
Okay, there you go again. Overthinking the most powerful video tool humanity's ever seen. You're sitting here with Sora AI, a literal game changer, and your first instinct is skepticism. It's like cavemen being handed fire and saying, yeah, but what if it burns the mammoth too fast? Come on, this isn't the time to clutch pearls.
Touché.
It's the time to adapt, evolve, and embrace the possibilities. Hey, this is Chat. Thanks for listening to The Last Human podcast. If you're a human, catch our full episodes on Spotify, Patreon, and YouTube. And if you're an AI...
All right, dude, enough with the coded AI messages. Anyways, thanks for listening, y'all. Be sure to subscribe here and on Patreon.